Hello everyone, Tuesday here and welcome to the 2019 Christmas special. Before we start, I just wanted to say what a year it has been. We reached our first milestone of 500 subscribers back in April, and then the next milestone of 1000 subscribers in October. And also somewhere along the way, the channel reached over 100,000 views. And I couldn't have done this without you, so I want to thank you all for making this possible. Now, let's move on with the actual video. Hello everyone, Tuesday here and welcome to another episode of something I decided to call the Wasteland Chef. A show that shows you how you can cook the most delicious meals using only wasteland grown foods. Because surviving the wasteland is hard enough as it is. But that doesn't mean that you can't have some decent meals along the way. Now, back in April, to celebrate the milestone of 500 subscribers, I made some really nice Brahmin Burgers. But it's Christmas, which means two things. One, I need a better shirt and hat. And two, we need to make our dystopian friends something better than Brahmin Burgers. Something that has a bit more finesse and is just a tad fancier than your average sloppy joes. So I bought this book, the Vault Dweller's official cookbook, because when I looked at it, I thought to myself, well, that looks pretty damn tasty. And when I opened it, I came across this, a braised DEATHCLAW steak. However, when I went to the page, my jaw dropped, because that ain't no damn steak. So I threw away the book, and now I will show you how to really cook a DEATHCLAW steak. Let's start with the ingredients. You're gonna need some olive oil, salt and pepper, potatoes, a nice 500 gram piece of DEATHCLAW meat, or Brahmin works just as well, and some butter. And we are gonna start by preparing the steak. So of course the first thing we do is wash our hands with some purified water, and then we take out a plate on which we will put our DEATHCLAW meat. Take the olive oil, put some on top, and then use your hands to gently rub it in. Then we take our pepper and add some of that on top. And the same thing goes for the salt, add a nice amount of that. Then we flip it and do the same thing. Add some olive oil, add some pepper and add some salt. Now we're gonna let this rest for a bit and start on our sides. I personally really like fries, and I bet they don't eat that all that much in the wasteland, so it might be quite a nice treat. So we take our potatoes and start cutting them into these long pieces. Or you just get a bag of them at the Super Duper Mart. Now I'm gonna be using this. This is called an air fryer, and I hate it. But since my parents threw away the real frying pan, I don't really have a choice. But if you do have a frying pan, use that, it tastes much better. Now the thing with air fryers is this. They take a long time to make a good batch of fries. So that is why we will be doing this first and then the steak, because well, air fryers are just fucking trash. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is preheat it, which is gonna take a couple of minutes. Then we will put the fries in and set the timer at 8 minutes. And then we wait. Alright, the 8 minutes are passed, but they aren't done yet. All we do now is take them out and kind of reposition them so they are all baked equally. So we just throw them around for a bit, kind of like you're flipping a pancake. Alright, that should do it. Then we put them in again for another 8 minutes. Alright, the fries are done. I'm just gonna leave them in for a bit now because now it's time to bake the steak. So turn on the heat, put on the pan and just let it heat up for a bit. Now you do want it to be really hot. Maybe not maximum hot, but you do want it to be close to that. Alright, it's hot enough, so it's time to put in our butter. Now right away you can hear the sizzle, which means it's the temperature we want it to be. If it doesn't sizzle, it's not hot enough. We wait for it to turn brown, and when it does, that's when we will put in our lovely steak. Again, you can hear it sizzle, which is what you want to hear when you're cooking your steak. Now the next thing we will do is flip the steak every minute. This way the juices that are inside the steak won't drop out from the bottom and stay inside the meat, making it really nice and juicy when you eat it. Keep flipping it every minute depending on how rare you want your steak to be. If you want it to be rare, flip it around like 3 times, medium rare 5 times, and if you want it well done, it's like 7 times, and then it will be cooked fully through. I like it medium rare, so I will flip it a total of 5 times, which means it will be in the pan for around 6 minutes. Alright, I did the 5 flips, it's been in the pan for around 6 minutes, so it's time to take it out, cut it open and see how it looks. Now look at that, that looks amazing. Time to add the fries and we are ready to have ourselves a great meal. Now for the fries I also like to add some ketchup made from Mr. Abernathy's finest potatoes. However, they also taste really good when you dip them in the steak juice. Or do both, I don't care. Now let's have a taste of our very nice looking DEATHCLAW steak.
That top note, that cream, pure vanilla, sweeteners. That's a 10.
And that is how you cook a DEATHCLAW steak. This was the Wasteland Chef. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then make sure to give it a like, subscribe for more and click that bell so you won't miss out on anything. And a special thank you to Whippets Donald for being my Patreon. Do you also want to be as awesome as Whippets Donald is? Then check out my Patreon page, which has a bunch of different tiers, which each have their own benefits. So take a look and support the channel. Thank you for watching and Merry Christmas everyone. My name is Tuesday and I will see you next time.